bumping quivers with another woman. That's against nature.
And shit in each other's mouth.
Yeah.
Two women in a cup.
Two husbands in a cup. Shit in each other's mouth.
And because I looked it up for the fuck up a while ago, I was like, that shit is the nastiest shit I've ever seen in my life.
And likewise, also the men leaving the natural use of the woman.
The men leaving the natural use of the woman, which is being homosexuals. Okay? A man on a man having a boyfriend. That's against nature. The Most High made the man for the woman, the woman for the man. We're meant to reproduce. We're meant to have children. You can't do that when two sexes are together. That's against nature. Go ahead.
Esau pumping that because not only Esau pumped the homosexuality, so-called white man pumped Planned Parenthood too. They pumped that Planned Parenthood, which is basically abortion, all right, by Martha Singer, all right. And they pump all that to do what? To help depopularize the world, slow down the population, and because they're homosexuals themselves in the first place. All right.
We just read it said to worship and serve the creator, the creature more than the creator. Because that's what's pushed in this place. Homosexuality. It's okay to be gay. That's worshiping the rules of this world. The commandments of this world.
Verse 27. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust one toward another, men with men, working that which is unseemly.
Being gay is unseemly. Sodomy, look up the word sodomy, is unusual sex. It's unseemly. It's not what the Most High put us here to do, man. For men to have sex with men. That's corruption of this world. The so-called white man corrupted our people, and the Most High gave them up to the wicked. What did it say? Go back. So he gave them up.
It gave them up to vile affection.
No, before that.
For this cause, the Most High gave them up to vile affection. Something like that.
Well, what verse is that?
That's in 26, 27.
No, that's before that. We're talking about the Most High gave them up to
A reprobate mind?
that too.
Oh, you talking about the fool's heart being darkened? Talking about 21?
That's it, read it.
But became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools, and changed the glory of the uncorruptible power into an image made like a corruptible man, and to birds and four-footed beasts and creeping things. Wherefore the Most High gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts.
That's what I want. He gave them up to uncleanness.
You're going to have to speak up because the
He gave
wind
them up
blowing.
to uncleanness through the lust of their heart. Okay? Like we said, before, that namely that uncleanness is that homosexuality. But it's different forms of uncleanness that's pushed into society. That's darkening the hearts of Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
It ties into what I was saying, why the Lord got to take this place out, and take this so-called white man out of power.
Back in verse 27, and likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust one toward another, men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error, which was meat.
Yeah, man, that recompense of their error was uncurable diseases, HIV and AIDS, okay? Because it's not supposed to be done. That's the recompense of your error. You're inevitably gonna die from that. Okay, like you Magic Johnson, he probably really ain't got AIDS, but he got the money to get the medication.
Yeah, he he ain't got no AIDS. There's people with on medication, same medication he's on. All right, and still suffering. What's the difference between his and theirs? You know, there's not supposed to be a better HIV medication. All right, if it's the HIV medication, that's the cure. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So, how come when he take the shot, he all right? Everybody else take the shot, it just slow it down, and they eventually get AIDS and they die.
I had HIV since I was 6 years old. I'm 28.
Man, that nigga he had about
28, live and
HIV.
kicking.
That nigga old, man. Putting on weight,
Exactly.
you know.
Verse 28. And even as they did not like to retain the Most High in their knowledge, the Most High gave them over to a reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient.
Which we were just saying. Read that again, brother.
And even as they did not like to retain the Most High in their knowledge,
They didn't like the law, statutes, and commandments. It didn't fit their lifestyle. Okay, it's not in their everyday cycle of living. Go ahead.
the Most High gave them over to a reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient.
Which is exactly what we just read. Being gay, okay, going off to different doctrines. The Most High gave you up to a reprobate mind, worshiping the creature more than the Creator. And like we went over, if the Most High give you up to that type of thing, if the Most High give you up to something that He hates, then how can He love the whole world? Because you're part of the world.
Or that whole world they speak of.
Yeah, kind of.
Being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication.
Being filled with all unrighteousness. Nothing about you is going to be righteous. Everything is going to be according to your own vain imagination, your own foolish heart.
Being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whisperers.
Go back to that Matthews, because we just read that. If the light of thy eye be single, you know, I don't want to mess it up. 6 and 20,
Yeah.
6 and 21, 22.
Matthew 6 and 21. Wherefore, it's like 6 and 22. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore that eye be single,
Which is whole, pure, right?
thy whole body should be full of light.
Right. When you worshiping the Most High is going to put that light in you, which is His truth. And you're going to be filled with those. Okay, you're going to be filled with those fruits, and you're going to progress. You're going to do what you have to do to please the Most High. Go ahead.
But if that eye be evil,
But if thy eye be evil, go ahead.
thy whole body should be full of darkness.
Thy whole body shall be full of darkness. So like I was saying before, nothing that you do is going to be righteous. Everything that you think is according to the Most High, some type of wisdom, according to the Most High, is really wickedness. And you're going to grow in that. It's going to make you more and more evil. Go ahead.
If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness,
The light that is in thee, that so-called wisdom, okay, that so-called wisdom that's in you be darkness, not according to the Lord. Go ahead.
how great is that darkness?
How great is that darkness? Because when we're in this truth, we grow. We grow in righteousness. When you're in the world, you grow in wickedness. Okay, so how great is that darkness? Unsearchable. Because there's no turning you back once you got your mind set on the Lord being a white, the Lord being all colors. You set in that. Nobody can change your mind. Being gay, nobody can change your mind. The Most High gave you up. He washed His hands with you. So how great is that darkness that's in you? More to that?
No, it goes into 2 men concerning their master.
Yeah, you gotta read that because it's talking about the eye being single. You know, the eye being single is having one objective, and that's to get on a chariot or to serve the Lord overall. All right, that's the I being single, but the I being evil is having two masters. You know what I'm saying? Because why I say I being single, then it don't really speak about being single, say evil. That's really anything, even if it's double or being evil is evil, because what it says, you can't serve two masters. Go ahead.
No man can serve two masters.
That serving at two masters is trying to be a part of the world and trying to serve the Most High. Indulging in the world and trying to be a part of the Most High's plan.
Especially somebody like the 14th Street Israelite, he's a clear-cut example of serving two masters, because he wants people to go get a job and be an Israelite of this world, not be an Israelite in this world, but be an Israelite of this world. He wants you to and Nate too, he wants you to comply with society, stop and frisk or whatever, and they stop it and you listen to them. You know what I'm saying? Like Trayvon Martin situation. Since Esau told him to stop, he was supposed to stop. No, that's being of this world. You know what I'm saying? Trying to please so-called white man. Be wild serving homes is a dove if you know that they got their guns out to you and they tell you stop a course. You know, because your life is at risk. You know, let's say tell you to do something wicked, and you just have to take your lick. But if he's just saying stop, I want to talk to you, and you don't have no valid reason, you don't have to stop. All right? Especially when you know who you are. And if you knew who he was, why would you tell him to stop? Or teach other Israelites to stop? Or teach other Israelites to get a job, all right, which you should have a job already, but that's the main thing. All right, it says you can't serve the Most High and mammon, which is riches. You know, basically talking about this world, man. Can't serve the Most High and live it up. All right?
No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other.
You said, read that again?
For either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other.
Yeah, because eventually you're going to cleave to your light. Like, all flesh is consorted according to kind. If you love the Most High, you're going to cleave to the Most High. You're going to choose the Most High over this world. You're going to choose serving the Most High and being the poor according to the scriptures, because the Most High says so. Instead of trying to live it up and get 401k plans and all this and that, being of this world.
I mean, you know, they got benefits, but a good example of loving one and hating the other is homosexuals that go to church. They sit there and defend it, or the homosexuals that believe in God. They sit there and defend homosexuality, but then when you bring out in the Bible that the Most High is against homosexuality, then they're bucking up against it. They're saying that the Bible is not real, it's written by man, you know, but you believe in God, but you won't have an argument like them two bitches in Lincoln. You don't have an argument asking how God could do this and do that and do this, and then we bring it out in the scriptures. Now you're saying the Bible was written by man. Is either you're going to love the one or hate the other. You can't serve the two. All right, because if it were possible, you will follow the scriptures, and it will correct you. So any way it goes, you would be corrected, which you're not, but you'll be corrected. You'll stop your homosexual ways. You know, just giving an example. All right, probably a shitty one, but you stop from homosexual ways and start serving the Lord because the Bible says that. All right. Now, your example of them trying to do it is they read the Bible. They'll read that and say, "Oh, that's Old Testament." Or that's talking about two men. Read Romans, oh, that's talking about old stuff. It means something of man wrote that verse, you know. But God so loved the world, that's God sent that verse down. You know what I'm saying? That's serving two masters. You can't serve two masters. You're gonna either love the one and hate the other. All right.
You cannot serve the Most High and mammon.
Could not serve the Most High and mammon. Okay, money, riches. The Most High, he said money is a defense, but you have to use it correctly. You don't try to get ahead in this world, man, because it's a path going nowhere. Trying to get ahead in this world.
You also say it's the root of all evil.
The love of it.
The love of money is the root of called evil. Because you can have money. Certain people know what to do with money. Certain people don't. You know what I'm saying? Certain people get a little change in their hands, they go wild, they go missing and shit. You know what I'm saying? For weeks. You know, shit. The income tax come around, they go missing, you know. But then when they back broke, they are hardcore scriptural, biblical, loving the Lord. You know what I'm saying? But there's certain people that have a lot of money and you'll never know it. You know what I'm saying? You'll never know it. You know, there's brothers, especially when we I ain't gonna say, there's brothers that we met that's in the truth that have they have better finances, so to speak, and you will never know it. All right, sitting in a room talking to them, the way they carry themselves, the way they, you know, their character overall, you'll never know that they had that amount. You know, even when they driving, the way they carry their clothes and things like that. You know what I'm saying? You never know they was balling like that, or certain, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? They don't treat no brother no different. Like I said, you never know they had what they had unless they told you. You know what I'm saying? That's people that can handle themselves. But when you see somebody, you be like, oh, this nigga got paid. You know, he got his tax refund. That you can't handle your money.
See them temp tags.
Yeah, temp tags, see them temp tags, see all kinds of new fresh shit. You know? I ain't gonna lie, that'd be me from time to time. That's why I don't have all that shit. You know, I get that I go tripping out. So, you know, until I'm able to handle whatever, I'm not even looking forward to that stage. You know, but I know that the Most High ain't gonna give me nothing ain't gonna give me something I can't handle that'll make me go off. You know?
Verse 30. Backbiters, haters of the Most High, despiteful. Let me go back.
Backbiters.
Yeah. Backbiters. You want me to go back to 29?
No.
Yeah, go back up and start talking about the characteristics of it.
So it goes into it. It says, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness.
And fornication, there's many different versions of fornication. Said one night stand. You said,
Huh?
one night stand. Ain't that considered fornication?
They got it's unlawful sex, so homosexuality, being a whoremonger, you know, things that are unlawful, having sex with animals. It basically goes back to adultery, but you know, there's things outside of adultery that's fornication too. You know what I'm saying? Pornos, you know. It's the butt-ass nigga, he watching the butt-ass nigga, man, fuck, something's wrong with that, you know? Those things.
Trying to find some new positions, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man, so that right there, that's fornication, all right? And guess what, homosexuals, they love that, man. You know, homosexuals, they stay with them pornos. You know, so when I was in the world, I had a partner, his mom was, man, they fucking stacks up to your waist about pornos and shit, man. You know? Like, goddamn, these motherfuckers be getting it.
And
You go ahead.
that's why the Lord, over there in California, he got a little HIV plague going on. You know, a lot of the, porno performers are starting to catch HIV and everything. So shit, you know, everybody, the Most High doing his work, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that's beautiful, you know. Go ahead, bro.
Being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication. You gonna go into fornication again? With the spiritual fornication?
Spiritual fornication as well. We say devising the idols is the beginning of spiritual fornication. Worshiping these different idols, worshiping these different doctrines, going off from the Most High. That's spiritual fornication. Because you're not focused on the truth. You focus on what's appealing to. What's appealing to the mind. What's food for thought. Not that necessary food. Right?
Wickedness,
covetousness, always wanting something that somebody else has.
Like a women are for men. That's coveting because that's for somebody else. You know?
see somebody doing well for themselves. That's why niggas rob niggas, man. When you see somebody living good or living lavish, which at the end of the day it's the Most High's will, but that's still covetousness, man. Because you want what they have. It doesn't matter if it looks nice to you, you want it. Instead of going and get it on your own.
I tell you that in James, you know. James, the first chapter and everything, the levels of how sin happens is because, you know, you want it at the beginning of the day. So the Satan, he come about and he tempts you with it. And you know what I'm saying, you make your choice.
Well, remember it's talking about women laying with women and that the fornication of marriage. You know, it could go back into dealing with us dealing with Christ fornication, but this mainly is dealing with women laying with women. You know what I'm saying? That type of fornication. You know, and wickedness and unrighteousness. That has something to really deal with how women deal with women. How people are acting out here.
What I tell you?
You know? Go ahead.
Maliciousness, full of envy, murderers. Read it again. Full of envy.
Yep, they envy men. You know? Them bitches, them dyke bitches envy men. You can tell how they look at you when you walk in a room when they with their bitch or they size you up. You know what I'm saying?
Murder, debate, deceit.
Yep, and they murder. Just to go over murder, they murder their little children because they raise their children up to be homosexuals. That's murder. You didn't kill them before they even got a chance to live. You know?
Debate.
Yep. You know they like debating. You know what I'm saying? Cause they're stupid. They're blind, just like we were saying. Cause these homosexuals, they got these couple. They always approach us when we out in Lincoln, and they always want to debate. You know, the bitch did a whole week of studying. You know what I'm saying? Really ain't doing no studying. She did a whole week of Googling and just looked at the titles. And then came back, you know what I'm saying, since you're Israelite, why don't you go back to Israel? Or why don't you go to Afghanistan? Why? Because they'll kill you. Yeah, they'll kill me. You know why? Because they're not our people. All right? If she would study, but she wanted to come and try to what's it say in 2nd Ezra? Take the credit, the incredulity. All right, try to bring that incredulity into our doctrine. All right, because in this modern life, we say we're Israelites. Why don't we go back to Israel? To try to make it, oh, you can't go back to your own land, so are you Israelite? You know. But what it say, don't let the incredulity of them trouble thee. All right, because they're gonna debate, but at the end of the day, the Bible is true all the way through. That's why, you know, they can make me mad. They can say something that'll piss me off. If I react to them out of my mouth, then they can catch me up. You know what I'm saying? Just a little footnote with brothers on the comment board, like the brothers in Dallas talked about. That's how they be getting caught up. You don't stick to the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? So when they come up with debate, you stick to the scriptures. If they don't believe in the scriptures, then there's nothing to talk about, because that's what we're talking about. All right, that's what we believe in. All right, that's why I is single to. Okay, so there's no way that we can debate, go back and forth. Because homosexuals, their mind is already over here, over there. She thinks she's a dude, but she want to ride inside at the same time. All right. Somebody slap the fuck out of her, she's a girl, but she want to walk around with her pants sagging, headband on. You know, got a drawn beard. I seen a bitch put a drawn beard before.
They got it.
Real life. We thought she was a dude for the day.
That's why I said deceit next. Deceit,
You know?
that's deceit.
Yeah, we gonna wait this, you know.
Also, that debate goes on to that, you were saying that debate, trying to tell you why homosexuality is okay. That's a debate, because we know, according to the scriptures, that's not scriptural.
It's wicked. It's plain out.
But them being of this world, they're going to debate it. You know, we could be girls all this just talking about they're just talking about guys. It said women changing the natural use of the man.
Yeah, that bitch really said, he said, them bitches said, when we read the one in Leviticus, they said, oh, that's talking about men laying with men. Then we put it out in Romans, all right, and that was talking about, and then it said women. And then it said women. And then what it said after that? Well, man wrote the Bible. And then you'll try to come back and say, oh, we'll say you motherfuckers, oh, then you curse, but man wrote the Bible. You know what I'm saying? You're full of debate and you don't know where the fuck you're going. Alright? You don't know where you're going.
Deceit.
Yeah, deceit. I already knew what you was thinking, brother. You know, like you said, the drawing beards. Women looking like men. Men looking like women. Long hair. Alright? This place is full of deceit and confusion, man.
Yeah, and the whole existence of homosexuality is deceit, because you're telling yourself that you're a man. You're telling yourself that that's like me putting on the mink coat and start climbing a tree and I'm thinking I'm a squirrel. I put on all the gear. You know, that don't make me a squirrel though. You know what I'm saying? I eat nuts all day, smashing on straight acorns, fucking my teeth up. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you I'm a squirrel in my mind. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, you know, like I'm a squirrel. How you gonna tell me I can't be a squirrel? You know, like, you know, really debating and come back and say, then guys say, come as you are. They try to do, that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? They'll debate. That's what a homosexual, their whole existence is deceit. All right? Really wake up in the morning. Because you know, you're throughout your day, you ever have a day that you start out and you just get faded with liquor, all right? Get faded and you think you're a superstar that night, but then you wake up, you feel like a bum. You're a bum again. Reality hits. You're like, God damn, I fucked up last night. Back to reality, I gotta go to work. All right? That's homosexuals wake up like that. You get full into your day, you be like, yeah, I'm a dude. Like, I really feel like a dude. You wake up in the morning and be like, God damn, I gotta pee. You know what I'm saying?
I sit down.
Sit down. You gotta charge up every day. Every day you gotta pretend that you're a dude. That's deceit. You been lying to yourself. You know what I'm
the
saying?
truth of the Most High into a lie. At the end of the day, that's what you're doing.
Yeah. On some parts, they don't know the truth of the Most High.
They knew the Most High grew up out of not as the Most High. So y'all run with what y'all think is good.
Yeah. They free thinkers. Free thinkers.
That's dangerous.
Malignity.
Get that definition.